We are also shifting our focus to the city of Bengaluru, the so-called Silicon Valley of India, which is paralyzed every time the skies open up. Killer potholes, naked electric wires, choked drains, all lying in wait like landmines in a war zone built by negligence. A 35-year-old woman, Shashikala, working as a sweeper in a private company in Whitefield, died after the wall of a building collapsed. A 12-year-old child and a 63-year-old man, they were electrocuted when they tried to pump out water in their house in South Bengaluru. They didn't die because it rained. They died because nobody cared, because of the crumbling infrastructure, because of abject apathy. And then what followed is even more shocking. When the city is grappling with the aftermath of this kind of rain fury, yesterday you heard what the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka said. D.K. Shivakumar, yesterday while talking about the death of Shashikala, made a mention. He said a small incident has taken place. 3 lives have been lost today. What will the authorities and those in government say now? Another small incident? Listen into what the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka said.
ಮಳೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲೇ ಮಳೆ ಬರಲಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇವತ್ತವರೆಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಒಂದು ಡೆತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೊಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಬಂದೆ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಳೆ ಬಂತು. ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಏನು ಯಾವ ಆಘಾತನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಏನಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ವಾರ್ಫುಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋಂಥದ್ದು, ಕೆಲವು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಮನೆಗಳು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ ಜಾಗಗಳಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಇದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ. ನಾನು ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಈಗ ನಾನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೂರಿಸಂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ.
My colleagues Pinky and Neha are joining us on this broadcast. First of all, going across to Pinky. Pinky, what is the ground situation currently? Because we heard that there was rains overnight as well and the roads continue to remain waterlogged.
Well, absolutely. From past 2 days, in fact, 2 nights continuously, Bengaluru is witnessing heavy rains. As far as the ground situation right now is concerned, that from Silk Boat to, Rupena Agrahara, already police has in fact told that this particular route will be closed, and there are certain diversions that has also been told by the police. But clearly, the low-lying areas, in fact, still are underwater, and there is waterlogging in many such areas. But clearly, the authorities are trying to pump out water, but this clearly exposes the claim of brand Bengaluru. There is a massive outrage as far as social media is also concerned.
Pinky, can you just turn around and show where are you and what are the roads around you look like at this point of time?
Well, absolutely. We are right now at Wilson Garden, and this is the place where this area is in fact looks clean, but there are certain areas around Henur, Silk Boat Junction where still the water logging is in fact witnessed, and the people are waiting for the authorities to arrive and pump out the water. So such is a scenario in many such areas. We'll be also taking you to areas around Silk Boat Junction where right now the areas are in fact waterlogged. The heavy traffic is also being witnessed for so many kilometers. So clearly the situation right now is in fact in many areas have improved with authorities pumping out water, but still there are some areas where the waterlogging is still it is witnessed. Back to you.
Let me again go back to my colleague Neha, who's also with us. Neha, where are you? Give us a quick reality check of what's happening on the ground.
Well, yes, Bengaluru, always infamous for its traffic, unfortunately, has just been witnessing traffic snarls to a whole, other extent right now. If we're to talk about where we are at the Madiwala junction of Bengaluru. In fact, just about 2 kilometers away from here is where there was, massive waterlogging that had taken place yesterday. Today, of course, despite the overnight rains, the situation seems to be Slightly, very slightly better. But with that being said, of course, there are several areas that are impacted, whether in southeast Bengaluru or for that matter in eastern Bengaluru, areas like Sai Layout and others. Today, of course, even as we're witnessing massive traffic jams across the city as well, the traffic police too, of course, have been on their toes. They've been putting out several alerts there, ensuring that citizens, in fact, most companies today, tech parks and others for that matter, have essentially put out, a lot of advisories there to their employees to try and work from home as much as possible. But, as far as the people are concerned, they've been having a harrowing 48 hours. It's not been easy on them, given that, even stepping out itself has become a big challenge of sorts. We'll, of course, try and see if we could, maybe speak to, say, a commuter or two and understand from them how bad really the situation has been on ground. Of course, while we're not going to try and disrupt the traffic while we're at this, we'll try speaking to a couple of commuters if possible. सर, आपसे बात कर सकते हैं? बेंगलुरु में जब बारिश आता है सर, रोड्स अभी क्या हाल है सर? आप ऑटो ड्राइवर हैं, आप बताइए, आम जनता है, आप बताइए सर।
रोड तो थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, बहुत सेट होते हैं।
ठीक है। Well, of course, sir, hi, if I could, all right, okay, well, of course, given that the situation is slightly better today, probably than yesterday, at least
For now,
area
the
that we are
situation
at.
is better, but so far the death toll is 3 rain-related deaths in the city of Bengaluru. One is a 12-year-old child. We'll get more details on the same, but with that, it's time for us to take a short commercial break.